What is up, everybody? JT Dangerous here once again. I am here to do my NXT Takeover in Your House 2020 predictions. Now, NXT Takeover in Your House happens this Sunday, live and exclusively on the WWE Network from Full Sail University. Now, this card for NXT Takeover in Your House, guys, is stacked from top to bottom. Now, as of right now, we have 5 big matches with 3 big titles on the line. So I am extremely excited to do my NXT Takeover in Your House predictions for you guys this year. And I hope you guys do enjoy. Now, our record coming into NXT Takeover in Your House after our last NXT Takeover, which was NXT Takeover Portland, we went 5-1. So our overall record coming in is 52-19. So we're coming in hot, and I'm looking to keep it that way. So hopefully in this video we will continue the winning ways. We're on a 2 pay-per-view winning streak. Hopefully in this video we make it 3. Hopefully. And hopefully you guys will be able to watch this video and all the videos that I put up on the channel. As always, show your support on the channel by watching these videos, super kicking those like buttons, hitting that notification bell, and commenting your picks and your opinions in the comment sections down below. Now, if this is your first time watching my channel today, guys, as a first-time viewer, this is your first video, boy, big to go, and if you're a huge fan of NXT like myself, and you're ready for NXT Takeover in Your House. Welcome to the Dangerous Alliance. I'm JT Dangerously. Welcome to the club, because this club is... Just 2. Woo woo! Again, thank you guys so very much. Now, other than that, let's get right into these predictions. Now, if they do add any other match to this card, which they probably will. If there's any last-minute changes, I'll have them all in the comment section down below. But I'm going to do the 5 big matches that have already been determined. Let's start off with the first matchup. A matchup that has not been confirmed yet, but I have a good feeling this Wednesday they will confirm this matchup because it is for the NXT North American Championship. Starting off with the challenger. He is a former NXT World Champion, a former NXT Tag Team Champion, and he's looking to become the first ever 2-time NXT North American Champion. He is Johnny Wrestling himself, the new and improved Johnny Gargano. And Johnny Gargano is challenging the 6th reigning and defending NXT North American Champion, the man that says you should bask in his glory because he is Keith Lee. Now, this matchup has a potential to definitely be a banger because this is the first time these two have ever met one-on-one. And when it comes to first ever meetings, you know it's going to be good. Now, starting off with Johnny Gargano first, this is a big opportunity for him, a chance to become the first ever 2-time NXT North American Champion and to continue his new Messiah complex that he's having every Wednesday on NXT. Just like with Seth Rollins on Raw, Johnny Gargano thinks everything that NXT is doing is because of Johnny Gargano, and I love it because he's got that Messiah complex, and we see how good Seth Rollins is using that Monday Night Messiah thing on Raw. Imagine Wednesday nights with the Wednesday Night Messiah Johnny Gargano, and a chance to have a little bit more of a lengthy reign with that North American title. We all know that his first reign was not really long after losing to the Velvetine Dream, so this is his chance to make history by being the first 2-time champ. There is idea of Keith Lee looking to continue his reign as the North American Champion. He's been the champion since January 22nd of this year, and he has taken on all comers for that title, which you call a fighting champion. He's taken guys on like Donovan Dijakovic, Damien Priest, Cameron Grimes, so many others, and he's looking to add Johnny Gargano to that list of victims. So coming from me, in this matchup for the NXT North American Championship, if it's on the card, this one's tough because I am really loving the Johnny Gargano heel turn in NXT right now, with him being the kind of the Wednesday Night Messiah, and with Candice LeRae finally being a heel now, other than that bubbly babyface she was doing. This can definitely be really good. But I'm also a huge fan of Keith Lee, and he's been a fighting champion. So coming from me, man, this one's tough. I may get this one wrong, but I am going to go with Keith Lee to retain the NXT North American Championship by any means and defeat Johnny Gargano in an absolute banger. And now the next matchup. It is a huge triple threat match for the NXT Women's Championship. Starting off with the challengers. First, she is looking to finally become the NXT Women's Champion. She is the Black Lotus and the Queen of the Sky. She is Io Shirai. Next, she is a former NXT Women's Champion looking to regain the gold here. She is the Nightmare Queen, Rhea Ripley. And Io Shirai and Rhea Ripley are challenging the 11th reigning and defending and now 2-time NXT Women's Champion. She is the multiple-time Raw and SmackDown Women's Champion. She is the 2020 Women's Royal Rumble winner. She is the Queen, Charlotte Flair. Now, this matchup could definitely be a banger as well because you got 3 of the top women in NXT fighting for the NXT Women's Championship. So you know this one's going to be good. Now, starting off with Io Shirai first is a big opportunity, a chance to finally win the NXT Women's Championship for the first time. And the fact that she's the most over woman when it comes to the NXT fans and she's not the NXT Women's Champion is a shock. But this could be a big opportunity for her. There is you have Rhea Ripley looking to regain the title that she lost at WrestleMania, and she's looking to bring the title back to NXT. Then you have the champion Charlotte Flair looking to start her second reign as the NXT Women's Champion. She beat Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania Night 2 to win this belt once again. And here's a crazy dangerous fact. The last time Charlotte Flair defended the NXT Women's Championship at TakeOver, you got to go all the way back to NXT TakeOver Rival, which was all the way back in 2015. So Charlotte Flair has not defended the NXT Women's Championship at a TakeOver in nearly 5 years. And hopefully history will not repeat itself here 5 years later because she lost the NXT title at TakeOver Rivals. So she's looking to reverse the curse. Now, I will have to say this. Seeing Charlotte Flair on my screen every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday is draining. And one of my favorite subscribers, The Elitist, who's close to 500 subscribers, used a great comparison to this, what we're seeing with Charlotte Flair in 2020, to the Big Show back in 2006. If you guys remember, he was ECW champion and he was on Raw, ECW, and SmackDown. So I got to give huge props to The Elitist for using that amazing comparison to Charlotte Flair in 2020 to the Big Show in 2006 because it's absolutely true. And she's thinking people want to see Charlotte actually believes that people who watch Raw, NXT, and SmackDown want to see her. And that's just hilarious because every time we've seen on Twitter, every time Charlotte's on the screen, everybody wants to switch the channel. It's almost like she's going to be ready to say, you now have time to worship me now. Like, she's got that, holier than thou complex. Well, she is the daughter of Ric Flair, and she's a 12-time women's champion, getting closer to that 16-time women's championship. But this is a big defense for her because when it comes to, if this was a regular one-on-one match against Shirai or Rhea Ripley, I can see her losing. But triple threat matches are very tricky. So coming from me in this very important triple threat match for the NXT Women's Championship, if this was a one-on-one match, if Shirai versus Charlotte Flair one-on-one, I would say Shirai wins. If it was Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair one-on-one, Ripley wins. But when it comes to a triple threat match, I have to go with the champion. So coming from me, I may get this one wrong, but I'm going to go with Charlotte Flair to retain the NXT Women's Championship by any means and defeat Io Shirai and Rhea Ripley. And now the next matchup. It is a one-on-one first ever meeting, and it could be a contenders match for the NXT North American and NXT World Championship. On one side, he is the former NXT champion, the former multiple-time IWGP Junior Heavyweight champion, the former IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team champion, the founding father of Bullet Club, a former 2-time Intercontinental champion, and the very first Universal champion. And if you know his music back in New Japan Pro Wrestling, you'll know who I'm talking about. He is Finn Balor, and his opponent is a former Ring of Honor television champion, and he is the Archer of Infamy. He is Damien Priest. Now, I say this could be a contenders matchup because any one of these guys can be the North American champion or the NXT champion. So for me, this is the de facto #1 contenders match. Now, starting off with Finn Balor first, this is a big matchup for him, a chance to get some revenge against the Archer of Infamy because it was Damien Priest who took him out for a couple weeks, and he is looking to get some revenge. And history at TakeOver, when it comes to Finn Balor, definitely gives him the advantage because here is a crazy dangerous fact. Finn Balor is 7-1 in one-on-one matches at TakeOver. His last one-on-one loss at TakeOver, you got to go all the way back to NXT TakeOver The End when he lost to Samoa Joe. So Finn Balor has not lost a one-on-one match at TakeOver in nearly 4 years. And knowing him, he's going to make sure he's going to keep that winning streak going. The other side, you have Damien Priest looking to get quite possibly his biggest win of his NXT career, a chance to knock off the former NXT champion and give Finn Balor only his second one-on-one loss in TakeOver history. And for a guy who I've been watching as Punishment Martinez in Ring of Honor, seeing him come to NXT as Damien Priest, the Archer of Infamy, I just love that gimmick for him. It fits him perfectly, but this is a big-time matchup for him and a match that he cannot afford to lose. So coming from me in this first ever meeting between these two one-on-one and possibly a de facto #1 contenders match. When it comes to size, Damien Priest has the advantage. When it comes to experience and speed, Finn Balor has the advantage. So you can go either way and pick either one of these guys to win. But coming from me, I can't pick against that 7-1 record for Balor. So coming from me, I am going to go with the Prince, Finn Balor, to defeat Damien Priest by any means in a banger. And now the next matchup. This is the one I've been waiting for. It's another first ever meeting between these two one-on-one. On one side, he is making his NXT TakeOver debut, and he will be accompanied by his beautiful wife, Scarlett Bordeaux. And he, in my opinion, a lot of people's opinion, has the sickest NXT entrance in NXT's history. Because it's time to fall and pray. Because the end is near. Because he is Killer Cross. And his opponent is the former NXT champion, the former NXT Tag Team champion. He is the Blackheart and the Sicilian psychopath, Tommaso Ciampa. Now, this matchup could definitely be an absolute banger because these two have never met each other outside of the WWE, so this one's going to be an absolute war. Now, starting off with Killer Cross first, this is a big matchup for him. His first NXT TakeOver, his first big match in NXT, other than squashing some jobbers. This is a big match, and this is a matchup that's going to show that he is the next big thing in NXT. And with his wife being there, we've seen his. If you've not seen Killer Cross's entrance in NXT, you got to go check it out because it is amazing. It's easily the sickest entrance for any NXT wrestler in NXT's history. I mean, you can put that right up there with Bobby Roode's and Finn Balor's, but his is so unique and it's so cool to see. And this is a guy that a lot of people were looking to get, but NXT got him. So they're looking to put this guy. They're looking to put this guy over the moon, and a victory here at TakeOver will get him right there. There is idea of Tommaso Ciampa looking to rebound and bounce back after losing that matchup at TakeOver Portland to Adam Cole thanks to Jonny Gargano. Then he lost the matchup against Jonny Gargano in that final encounter. And Tommaso Ciampa is looking for some revenge because it was Killer Cross who blindsided him backstage and attacked him to make a point. And Tommaso Ciampa is saying that now you're in the big leagues. Now you're in NXT. And winning here ain't going to be easy against the Blackheart. So, coming from me, in this first ever meeting between these two one-on-one, ooh, this one's going to be good. This one's going to be really good. This one could definitely steal the show, but coming from me, there ain't no way Killer Cross is losing his NXT TakeOver debut. So coming from me, I'm going to go with Killer Cross to win his NXT TakeOver debut and defeat the Blackheart Tommaso Ciampa by any means in an absolute banger. And now, the main event. It is for the undisputed NXT Championship. Starting off with the challenger. He is a former NXT North American champion, and he's looking to finally become the NXT champion. He is the Velvetine Dream, and the Velvetine Dream is challenging the former longest reigning PWG champion, the only man in Ring of Honor's history to hold the Ring of Honor World title 3 times, and he is the longest reigning undisputed NXT champion, the leader of the Undisputed Era, and if you know his music, you'll know who I'm talking about, baby. Baby! He is Adam Cole, and that's Adam Cole, baby! Now, this is only the second one-on-one meeting between the Velvetine Dream and Adam Cole. Adam Cole won the last one-on-one meeting on April 29th episode of NXT over the Velvetine Dream with a lot of interference. So this is the much-anticipated rematch, but there's so much at stake. Now, starting off with the Velvetine Dream first, this matchup is a must-win because if you did not hear the caveat to this matchup, if the Velvetine Dream cannot win the NXT title, he can no longer challenge for that title as long as Adam Cole is the champion. So this matchup is must-win. And his record in title matches is not good. His last opportunity he had at the NXT title on pay-per-view was all the way back against Tommaso Ciampa at NXT Takeover War Games. So it's been a while since he's been on pay-per-view fighting for the NXT title, but this is a must-win. It's his last chance. And with the rumors of a few NXT stars going to the main roster, and one of those names is the Velvetine Dream, this could either be his biggest moment or the moment that he's been waiting for. We all remember the tights that said the tights the tights that he wore saying "Bring me up, Vince." So it's either going to be his biggest moment or it could be his finals days as a big star, because we all know anytime NXT stars go to the main roster, they're getting sacrificed to the Lord of Darkness, which is aka Vince, and their careers are pretty much rest in peace. So this matchup is big. It's his last chance, and knowing this matchup seems like it's going to be like some cinematic title matchup, just like the Boneyard match at WrestleMania, Firefly Funhouse, Money in the Bank. So that could definitely be in his advantage. There is the idea of Adam Cole looking to continue his amazing run as the undisputed NXT champion. He's been the champ for a year. He has taken on all comers. And the fact that he's also on the rumor mill of possibly going up to the main roster as well, or even leaving to go to AEW with his girlfriend, Dr. Britt Baker, the true role model of professional wrestling. And then the fact that the Undisputed Era could be leaving, going to the main roster and really being jobbed and screwed and buried. So a lot of stories coming into this matchup, and I know a lot of people don't like Adam Cole. I like Adam Cole. I rep the shirt, my man. He is good, and he's proven that he is one hell of an NXT World Champion. I mean, he passed Finn Balor as the longest reigning NXT champion. That's saying a lot, that this guy is the real deal. He has that it factor. And this matchup is a must-win too, because if he loses, he may be not in NXT anymore. So, coming from me in the main event for the undisputed NXT Championship, this one's tough because, I mean, I like the Velveteen Dream, but he's had multiple opportunities, and there's so many other wrestlers in NXT that deserve a shot at the NXT title other than him. So a little bit of me wants to see him lose so other people can go against Cole. But I'm also a big fan of Adam Cole, and I really don't want to see him lose the belt. But when it comes to last chance matches, usually the challenger wins. We saw it with the Street Profits against Rollins and Murphy on Raw, so it's been done, and usually the challengers win. So coming from me, I may get this one wrong, but I am going to go with the Velveteen Dream to become the new NXT champion and defeat Adam Cole. And those are my NXT Takeover in Your House 2020 predictions. I want to thank you guys very much for watching this video today. Comment below, who do you have winning that huge main event match for the undisputed NXT title between the Dream and Adam Cole? Who do you see walking out the NXT Women's Champion between Shirai, Ripley, and Charlotte? Who do you see walking out between Killer Cross and Tommaso Ciampa? Who do you see walking out between Balor and Damien Priest? And who do you see walking out the North American champion between Gargano and Lee? And as always, let me know your opinions in the comment section. Let's have a conversation about it. Of course, I'm always on to see your comment, like it, and of course reply right back to you, because comments are absolutely always welcome on this channel. And I do want to thank you guys so very much for watching this video today. Now, before you guys go, as always, you guys can never forget to do this. That like button, comment, share with your friends. Of course, super kick that like button like only you guys can. Of course, you guys can never forget to do this as well. That subscribe button become part of this bigger and dangerous alliance. And I will see you guys later for my next big video. Later days, guys. Stay safe and peace.